Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? What do we got in chat today? No one's chatting, actually. The chat's empty. Not a word, not a peep. I see lots of little avatars down there. Who's my avatars? Joseph, Code with Sean.
When one person meets another, come together. Oh, they are blending.
Thank you for the follow. We are blending, my friend. We are blending. Angelo. Hello from Brazil. Hola. Hello from Germany. Wow. We got the worldwide cast going on here. That's awesome. Switzerland, Germany, Brazil. My audio is pretty low. Is my audio low? I tested it before. It seemed fine to me. It is low. Well, let me check something right quick. Let me check my levels. Oh, people are saying it's okay. Test. Well, I got my... No, my levels are good. My levels look good. You just need to turn your volume up. That's what it is. It could be I was like far away. I was like way back here. Kind of hard to hear me. Could have been that. All right. Everyone else is saying it's good. So, Dan, get your hearing checked. That's what happens when we get old. Our hearing goes, right? Awesome. Man, look at those little avatars in there.
Do you think the gold iPhone 6?
Oh, Dan says I can hear you, but the new follow was like twice as loud as you. Oh. Yeah, I probably had the notification sound up a little too much. That's probably what it is. I need to turn the volume down on that notification. Little adjustments. All right. Disaster Paul. John Batchelor. DS Brazier. Good to see you all. Time Bender. How do we get an avatar? Well, to get an avatar, you have to be a follower and you have to chat. That's it. Just follow me and you'll get an avatar. And you can even customize it. So if you scroll down on the page, you'll see a little avatar builder, and you can like customize your avatar and see all the commands that you can invoke. Like you can drop bombs on people and fight people and all kinds of good stuff like that. So if you follow and chat, you should have an avatar. Yeah, and you have to talk and chat, like Dan says there. All right. So I've been playing with Uno platform a little bit. Just a little bit. I was working on creating some templates for Prism for Uno. And I've been using the latest Uno templates pack that they have. And I was actually working with the team last night because I kept finding some issues and some bugs, and they've been helping me out, and they were really responsive in trying to fix those. There's one more I'm waiting on, but I'm hoping to have some new templates for Prism for Uno out in the Prism template pack maybe in a week or two. I mean, it's not super high priority for me, but it's I've just been tinkering a little bit. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to kind of test it out, right? And because right now Prism for Uno is kind of in a preview state, and we haven't really had any feedback at all. Probably because not many people know it's there. But I found like one issue on an API that I'm not sure we really care about. So it may not be that big of a deal, but I might still look into it just to see, you know, because I'm curious. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have a couple of templates out. One for a blank app, a blank Prism Uno app, which is just Prism assemblies with the application set up for you in one view, and you just do what you want. And then one with like a full app where you got a module, you have some unit tests, you have some services and some interfaces and a core project. Like it's more of a full app to get you started, right? And then maybe some little project items like user controls and other views, and kind of what we did with the WPF and Xamarin.Forms stuff. But like I said, I'm not in a hurry to get it out, and there's still a little issues I'm waiting on for the Uno templates to get fixed. Like for one, I found last night was on their newest template, when I would right click and try to add a project reference, I would get an exception. Like you couldn't do it. You had to do it manually. You had to manually edit the project file to add a project reference. So that's probably one I'm going to wait on to get fixed for sure. Policio, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining today. So today's going to be an interesting stream. Very interesting stream. Dan says, you don't want them to take responsibility for it? Oh my goodness, it starts already.
Let's get ready.
It starts already. Prism redeemed the Battle Royale. We haven't had one of these in a while. I'm surprised. This is where it's every avatar for themselves. Only one avatar could leave the ring in one piece. Everyone else will be destroyed. Some quick, some slow. You know, it's really up to the person destroying the other. And here we go. Who's it gonna be? I don't know. Dan says, I should make these 5,000. Well, hey, at least I haven't been trolled with like 12 battle royales in a row like I did in the past. I mean, that was bad right there. Oh, okay. I see a lot of exploding body parts here. Oh, I know you could, Dan. Dan, you're like me. I got so many Dan bucks, it's ridiculous. What do we have? Hands Attack, Tinkerfoo. Actually, Tinkerfoo's looking pretty strong right now. Depends on who gets that health pack. Tinkerfoo got the health pack. I think Tinkerfoo has it. I think, who's the Rollers? Rollers is done for. Tinkerfoo, I'm calling this one. Tinkerfoo is the champion of the Battle Royale. Congratulations, Tinkerfoo, for winning your very first and only Battle Royale. Oh, yeah, so Dan was saying, hey, you don't want them to take responsibility for the Prism template pack. Or for the templates. Well, the problem is I don't necessarily like the way they structure their templates. That's mainly for a selfish reason. If I'm going to write some Uno apps and create samples and things like that, documentation, then I need a different solution structure because I do not like the way their project are structured right now. So, that's why I decided to add my own. And plus, let's be honest, we know how Prism apps are written. So, it's either we tell them exactly what to do and work with them and communicate, or I just knock it out. You know that you could update that and make them maintain it long term. I guess I could. Well, what I could do is I could create the template structure that I want, and then they can add it to theirs. I haven't decided yet. I'm just tinkering right now. I'm just tinkering. Like Tinkerfoo, a tinker. Rollers, nothing for second place? No, my friend, nothing for second place. It's what is it? Hold on. There's a movie. If you're not first, you're last. What is that movie? Talladega Nights. Talladega Nights, that's it. If you're not first, you're last. There's no second place. Rick and Bobby. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. Abracadabra. I'm sorry when I said that. Yeah. Oh, that's an awesome movie. I love that movie. But as I was saying, today's going to be an interesting stream because Dan has finally gotten his PR for regions in Xamarin.Forms ready for the initial review. Like, this was a lot of work. He basically took everything that was done in WPF, brought it over to Xamarin.Forms, tweaked it, modified it, changed it to try to get it to work with Xamarin.Forms. So it looks like region support might be coming to Xamarin.Forms. And so today, we're going to review that PR because it's such a massive freaking PR. This thing is huge. Like, I don't even know if we can get through it in this stream. It's going to take so freaking long. But we'll get to play with it. And I already know there's some issues that we've talked about on Slack. Like, I think collection view is a real pain in the butt. I know Carousel has, like, bugs in it. We were talking about how the implementation of the carousel view is just bullcrap. It sucks because of the way they had it work. And we could talk about it a little later, but essentially, if you manually add an item to the carousel view, they don't use the data context of that item. They like change the data context on you and force you to use a data template or something. It's like a really weird. Dan could probably explain it a little better, but Dan had to do some crazy workarounds to get carousel view to work with regions. But he's saying it should work now. But yeah, that workaround, that's pretty ridiculous, and I think it's the implementation of the control. But anyways, we're gonna get into that today. We're gonna get to look at that. You know what? It's already 13 minutes in. We better just get to it. I gotta save my time. All right. Oh, blue on blue. Blue on blue. I'm not sure about this. KR Jax, good to see you taking a lunch break from Prism course on Pluralsight to watch Brian's stream. Oh no, you gotta watch that course. Good to see you, KR Jax. Thanks for joining. Okay, so first things first, let me open up my Git Crack-a-Lackin'. It's on the other screen. Let me drag it over. All right, so here's Git Crack-a-Lackin'. I'm gonna have to open up Prism. And it's actually been a while since I've actually got anything. Yeah, I have 9 from Master, so let me just do a rebase real quick. All right, where is this? Work in progress regions. I believe I'm gonna double check this. K1, good to see you, my friend. Let's just make sure this is the right branch. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'll just quadruple check. Here we go. All right, here it is. Yep. Work in progress, WIP. So if you ever see WIP, W-I-P, it usually means work in progress, just so you know. So that's the one I want. Where's my Git Crack-a-Lackin'? Git Crack-a-Lackin'. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy. Let's check this out. Hello. There we go. What? I don't have any stashed. Oh, I was dinking around. Here, let me discard all those. Reset all. I don't need those. I was just messing around. Okay, now let's get this. Here we go. This massive freaking PR. I gotta think, how am I gonna tackle this one? First, I guess I can see if it builds. Actually, should I open the E2E app? Okay, first I'm gonna open up Forms. I'm just gonna build it from the Forms solution. Oh, why does it keep opening on the other screen? First, I'll see if I can just get it to build. And if we get a successful build, then we can look at the start looking at the PR. Okay, so let me close all this. Here's forms.regions. We have a new project, people. There it is. So exciting. It's only plus 7,000 freaking. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. So let me just build the region project. And Dan, did you have unit tests for this? Hopefully you could take most of the Prism, the WPF unit tests and bring them over. DI forms. Hey, Dan. I'm not seeing unit tests here. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. No unit tests? Yeah, he's quiet now. He's quiet. No chat coming from Dan. Okay, so it built. So that's good. So Dan said, if you look at the region CS project, I literally reference as much as WPF code as I could. Okay, so you're basically... You're hoping that the WPF tests will cover the test or the code you included here. So we'll just need to add tests for the changes you may have made, especially like around those crappy little workarounds you had to do. Like that's unfortunate. Follow 464. Thank you for the follow.
And another one.
And another one. Yeah, all these are shared. That's not shared. Here's a lot of not shared code. There's a lot of not shared code. I didn't add tests yet because I wanted an internal review before I start adding a bunch of tests. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. So, how should we do this? This is a big freaking PR. Let's just start with the files, I guess. Okay, I'm not concerned with the solution because it loaded. So, yeah, okay, saw that. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. The E to E. Okay. Hello, regions. Okay, this is just a new project in our E to E. But you know what? Let me just open that up too. Yeah, the first 40-something are just E to E. Yeah, I'm actually going to open that up. So E to E, for those of you who may not know, stand for end to end. This is more like our integration testing. These are the apps we use to manually exercise our code, to invoke our code. Okay, so forms, source. So here's our hello regions. Perfect. So I'm going to open up our hello world. So anytime we write a new feature, these are the apps we use to kind of play with it and test it and verify functionality. We write unit tests, then solidify that. So we don't do TDD. We don't do test first. We do test after. Okay, I knew I shouldn't have upgraded something. Based on your solution, you might need to install extra components. What the? Why is it UWP? Okay, I don't care about UWP right now. That's fine. What's this say? Oh, a newer SDK. You know what? I'm not going to do that right now. Nope. I'm not updating live on stream. That's... No. No. I will just use Android. I'm perfectly okay with that. Okay, so here's the source for regions. Here's the hello world. Let's see, where are... Oh, here it is. Hello regions. Okay, so this is our region module. What do we have going on here? Okay, cool. Dan just commented with a whole bunch of chicken emotes. You damn right. That is asking for trouble. Oh, let me just upgrade these dependencies, this target platform live on stream while you're about to review a PR. Yeah. You want me to review this today, right? Okay, so this is actually nice. This is the nice thing. The one thing that we wanted to do with the region support is make sure it wasn't part of the Prism.Forms package. And that's because this is really an advanced navigation paradigm that not every app is going to need. And we didn't want to include that into our, the main code base. It's more of an opt-in. Like, if you're going to use regions, you know what you're doing, and you're going to have to opt into that. Okay, because this is highly advanced. This is not for your mom and pop, like, little dinky shop where you're just writing simple, very simple single page type apps where you just kind of, oh, I'm going to the login. Okay, from login to the product list, from the product list to the product details. No, this is more advanced scenarios. Okay, and if you don't know what we're talking about with regions, you'll see in a minute how powerful they are. Oh, what is that? What is that?
We have a raid! Floor top 17 with the raid! Defend! Defend the chat! Floor top, good to see you, my friend. What did you stream on? Glad you like it, Fleur. I'm glad you like it. How was your stream? I hope it was awesome. Oh, man. I need to adjust my green screen a little bit. Just a little bit.
Getting some artifacts. I need to fix that. Yes. How was your stream, my friend? What did you talk about? I know you're really heavy in the web space, so I'm really curious. Yep, Gatsby website. Sweet. I've heard good things about Gatsby. Haven't messed with it myself. But I've been meaning to. It's just all this cool technology, and I just haven't had time to play with all of it, right? The main platforms I'm switching between now is WPF Xamarin.Forms, Uno, Blazor, Vue, React, and Angular.
Come together.
Cat and Jack, thank you for the follow. You know what that means? We are blending, my friend. We are blending.
You love me.
What's that? Murder Jazzian. Murder Jazz. I'm a Jazz. That's it. But I butcher these names really bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. But as I was saying, okay, so what we're working on today, everyone who's just joining us, is I am reviewing a pull request for the Prism library. And since you were on Floor Pop's channel, you're probably more interested in web, and you probably don't know anything about, Prism. Okay, so Prism is a open source framework for building modular, testable, extensible, maintainable applications for platforms like WPF, Xamarin.Forms, Uno, soon to be Maui, right? And it has about, I don't know, I think we're approaching 14 million downloads. So in that space, it's the de facto. Oh my goodness! Lord Pop, did you just cheer? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. Man, I almost lost my train of thought. That hardly ever happens to me, so I'm extremely grateful, my friend. Thank you very much. But as I was saying, so Prism is like the de facto framework for building applications on those platforms. And on the WPF side, there's been a concept of what's called regions, okay? And regions allow you to dynamically inject views into specific areas or placeholders of your application. If you're a web developer, it's kind of like a route, the router outlet, right? Where you can have a spa and you say, oh, this router outlet in this one particular area in my layout is going to inject or hold other views I'm going to navigate to. So it's very similar to that, except in this case, you can have multiple regions. So multiple router outlets scattered throughout a single layout. And you could just start throwing views in there dynamically and passing parameters all over them. They all have a navigation lifecycle. So it's actually pretty cool. Okay. And so this PR was just submitted by Dan Siegel. He is one of the main maintainers of Prism along with myself. And it's a massive PR, like over 7,000 changes. It's big. So we're reviewing that today. And hopefully we can get this approved and merged and get a preview out on Nougat for everyone to play with. And so as I was saying, woohoo! Yes! All right, so the way we approached adding a region support to Xamarin.Forms was we made it a separate package. Because this is a very advanced topic, you have to opt into it. So when you want to take advantage of those region capabilities, you have to actually call register region services. Oh, so Floor and Pop, I see you're trying to use the bomb. So the exclamation point bomb is only when you use the avatars. So I have little avatars. Everyone gets an avatar. If someone has enough Brian bucks, they could probably turn them on right now. But here, let me show you real quick. Let me go to Talking Head. You see all these little guys running around right there? So now, if you were to like use a bomb, you could like blow people up. You could fight someone. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, right? You could do all kinds. You could fart! Exclamation point fart! Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy what you can do. Yeah. So Dan just dropped a bomb. See that? He blew some people up. Right. Time for a PR. Yeah. So when I'm in display mode, when I'm presenting though, I kind of turn that off. But you could use your Brian bucks that you accrue from watching the stream to actually turn those on. So if you redeem the avatars, they will automatically just show up. I don't have to do anything. They'll show up for, I think, 5 minutes. I think they show up, something like that. And then they'll turn off after 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, Floor, you need to see the Pumpkin King fight. Like, there's a boss fight and everything, but I have it turned off for now because I haven't created a cool little scene for it. All right, so anyways, oh, Floor, you know what? Floor Pop. Okay. I have to show you some of my alerts because I watch your stream and I see a lot of your YouTube videos. By the way, if you haven't, go check out Floor Pop 17's YouTube channel. Hey, put a link in the chat. I don't have it with me right away, but put a link in the chat. Go check him out. He does a lot of great stuff. And that was the Spartan mask.
The Spartan mask redeemed by K1. Hooah! Hooah, I'm a Spartan. We code like Spartans. Right, so yeah, check out Florida. Oh yeah, there's the link right there. Actually, out here, let me just open it up for everybody. Yeah, I really wish it would open in this. Yeah, he's got some great content, very helpful, especially if you're looking in the web. A lot of good content. I watch all his videos, they're really good. Okay. I want to redeem too, I was waiting for to get 700. Okay, yeah, Spartan mask with the headphones. Well, these are actually like really good like music headphones, so I really like these, especially my hearing's going bad. I'm ex-military and I'm almost deaf, so I really have to have some good headphones because yeah, my hearing really sucks. And I have tinnitus. I don't know if you guys know what tinnitus is. It's like ringing in the ears. Yeah, all the explosions and bombs and all that stuff just kind of mess my ears up. But here I got a command for you, Floor Pop. I want you to see this because whenever something breaks in our code, this is what we do. It's Miley! Miley comes in, wrecking all my code. Gotta love Miley, right? And then when something successful happens, right? Something successful, it's like, we did something good. Thank you. No, you. Thank you. Right? Oh yeah, so Dan's actually, I don't know if you met the timeout in time, Dan. There's those commands can't go back to back like that, so you might have to do it to try it again. But we do have a few. Do it. Woohoo. Dan, it does not want to work for you. Let me try it. There it is.
Do it! Just do it!
Yeah, so I'm glad to see you, Floor Pop. I'm glad you made it. Okay. There's some others in there, but we'll use them as we need to, right? Anyways, let's get back to our code and this PR review because it's so freaking massive. I need all the time I can get to go over it. So, yes, Floor Pop.
What kind of place is this?
It took a long time to set this stuff up, for sure. It was a
long time. Okay. So this is the E to E. Yeah, that's good. I'm not really concerned about the E to E code. That's always in flux. The E to E is the end-to-end sample that we use to test out new code. Floor Pop, aren't they a bit distracting, disturbing when coding? Or you can turn them off. No, they're not distracting at all. So for the commands, I just use my Stream Deck to invoke all my commands. That's all what I use. I'm sure you have one, but if you don't, well, dang, it's not going to reach. Oh, it's my Stream Deck doesn't reach. Sorry. I just use a Stream Deck for all that stuff to invoke those from here. Or I use Stream Elements for other commands. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, so Floor Pop's asking, how do I get... He uses TMI.js to react to chat. No, I use a service called... what's it called? Triggerfire. I use Triggerfire. This is what I use. This is my tip to you, Mr. Floor Pop. Here, I'll throw that link in there for you. That's how I am able to have commands invoke all these different memes and videos and all this other crazy stuff. I don't have to have anything running locally, right? None of that stuff. Oh, Mr. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, and you know, if you're ever curious how I did this, just DM me on Twitter. We could do a quick Skype call or something. I can kind of walk you through it, how it's set up. But that's the key right there, man. That's the key. Okay, so E to E, or end-to-end app. I'm not concerned about that. Not concerned about that. Yes. Yes. E to E looks good. E to E looks good. Once again, the E to E is just our end-to-end app, our sandbox, if you will, where we play around, right? Yeah, be safe, be kind. The audio. Yeah, I need to turn the volume down a little bit on those, actually. I do need to do that. Okay. So I'm not concerned about the sandbox app. I just want to get to the code. The main code of the PR. Which, if he just took it from WPF, then yeah, it's perfect. Floor Pop, this was very fun. You're doing a good job. Keep going. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support and kind words. Okay, E to E. Wow, we put a lot into that sample, didn't we? Okay. Not worried about that application. Where do we get... This is such a huge PR. Oh, my God. Oh, Dan. This is a... Oh, okay, here we go. Now we're getting some source here. Now we're getting into source. Yeah, Dan says I could tell you didn't... Floor, you gotta go. Good to see you. Take care, my friend. I will see you in social media. Okay, containers, DryLC. Okay. So registering a new exception type. Yeah, fine. Register for Unity. Okay. Okay, region cleanup behavior. Okay, this is a new behavior. Probably because behaviors in Xamarin.Forms don't clean themselves up. Okay, region manager. What do we have here? We have the region reference. Okay, weak references. That's good. And so we just have this behavior base, which I'm assuming is attached to every page that is injected into a region. Makes sense. Okay. So that's how, so when a view that contains a region is removed from the navigation stack, this removes that region. Gotcha. Okay, MVVM helpers. Get implementer. Okay. That looks good. That's kind of annoys me though. I'm not gonna be a hard ass about it, but this really, like, that lambda for the method body, I really don't like that. It's not readable to me because it's so easy to miss. Right? As I scroll, it's so easy. I just prefer the open and closed. I'm old school, I know it, but that lambda it bothers me. I don't like the syntax for method declarations. Sorry. See, Matska say, good morning. I am great. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Oh, is navigation target? Okay. Checking both. Okay, checking the view. Checking the binding context. Sweet. Okay. That looks good to me. To do, refactor this. To do, refactor. Probably don't need this for Xamarin. Yeah, you might not need this. Just wrapped our stream over at MSID Dev. Oh, what'd you guys stream about? What's the topic? Class wraps an object. I almost forgot. Oh, I remember why we use this in WPF. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be needed in Xamarin.Forms either, actually. The observable object and getting the value, that's dealing with all kinds of, like... I don't even use this feature myself in Prism and WPF. It's... What is the name of that? Region context, I think, is what it's used for. Talking about all things MS Identity. Azure, Active Directory, B2C, infra as code. Oh, nice. Yeah, that is totally not my space. Like, that's just... That is way over my head. I should probably learn it though eventually. We should do a stream. Totally, we should do a stream. Oh my goodness, Mr. C Sharp Fritz.
Rating? How many? What? 119? Defend the chat! Defend the chat! Defend! Mr. Jeff, thank you for joining today. What are you doing today? Are you doing that Blazer? You're like all Blazer right now, aren't you? Attacker cars a violent target. That's right.
Good to see you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Azure Functions, actually. Nice. HTTP, API. Nice.
You love me.
Azure Roth 86. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome, everyone, from the C Sharp Fritz channel. Our dear leader. The one who motivates us all to do better every day.
Really love me.
The person I look up to. I love you, brother. Thank you for joining. Good to see. I know your stream went great too. I know it went great. I watch your streams every chance I get. I always learn a ton of great information. Yes, no, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Dan says that observable object was in some core stuff. Don't want to refactor it. Yeah. So everyone that's joining me today, to kind of give you an idea of what we're working on. Bones, thanks for the follow. Another one. What we're working on right now is we are reviewing a massive PR. It has over like 7,000 changes. This is a massive PR for Prism. And so if you've never heard of Prism, Prism is a framework or library for building modular, loosely coupled, maintainable, testable, extensible applications for XAML-based platforms like WPF. It used to be Silverlight. It used to be Windows Phone until those two technologies died off. Xamarin.Forms, Uno, Maui's coming, WinUI is coming, all this great stuff. SMC83, thank you for the follow. And so it has, I don't know, I think we're approaching about 14 million downloads, which, you know, it's a pretty good size popular project in this space, right? But what we're doing now, yeah, what's that? Pedro, massive PR should be denied by default. No kidding. So how many changes is that a white space changes? No, I don't know. 7,000 of them apparently. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the other so I'm a maintainer of Prism, and Dan Siegel, he's the other maintainer of Prism. He's in the chat as well. Dan, say hi. Shout out to Dan. And he basically brought the region functionality from WPF to Xamarin.Forms. And so Xamarin.Forms will now have region support for those very advanced applications, because this is a very advanced feature of the Prism library for Xamarin.Forms. So it's a lot. And yeah, Dan, as I was saying, this observable object, this was specifically used for the region context, which I don't think is going to be applicable to Xamarin.Forms. But I could see your to-do here about refactoring this, that we may not need it. I don't think this is going to be needed in Xamarin.Forms myself, but we could talk about that after we actually get some preview bits and have people using it, right? So element extensions, looks like just a extension class. That's fine. Nothing fancy there.
You love me. You really love me.
DomFX! Oh, Ali! So what does the concept region mean here? Okay, so a region is essentially, it's a placeholder for content. Okay, I'm trying to think. It's almost like, remember the ASP.NET web forms days where you had the master template? You had a template, you could put templates in there, you could like inject things into like sections of your screen. It's similar to like the Angular router outlet or the Blazor router, where you could place this element in your view, right? And your view could be made up of lots of different elements, but you place this element and you can say, this element here this is going to hold dynamic content. I don't know what this content looks like. I don't know where it's coming from, but at runtime, things will be injected into this area, right, of my view, kind of like a spa almost. Okay, so that's what regions are. It's an area of your view that will accept dynamic content, and you have no knowledge of where it exists, where it's defined, what it's made up of, or what it does. Okay, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so region navigation registration. Okay, so this is the extensions for registering views for navigation for regions, which looks like the same actually. Region navigation. But this is forcing a view. Well, hold on now. Dan, this is a little confusing actually, because we already have register for navigation, and it's the same. Unless you're trying... Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. You're making it a view. Okay, so what's the difference between a region and a content view? We're using content views for a long time. You know what? Let me just show a demo in WPF, because that's easier to show than... And I'll show you what it does. Okay, so let's go to my repos here. Prism library, samples. And... how about... This one's pretty cool, actually. Okay. So this is going to be WPF. So this is the functionality that is being brought over to Xamarin.Forms. So if we look at our view here, here's an application. It's a Prism application. I'm going to look at my main window. Now this main window is going to have a very simple view. It's got 2 buttons at the top, and we have a region of type tab control. So this tab control is going to act as a region. It doesn't know what's going to be injected into it. It doesn't know where it's coming from, when it's going to happen. It just knows, hey, I am a region, and you define a region like this. You say region manager.region name, content region. Okay, my name is content region, and I'm just going to hold stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's coming to me. Then we have these 2 views, view A, view B, right? And so what we can do, actually, let me go to this view model. But I click this button, I'm going to navigate content into that region. Okay, so I'm just gonna run this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, keep in mind that this tab control has no knowledge whatsoever of these views, but I navigated to view A, and view A got injected as a tab into that tab control. View B, right? View A, view B. And so I can control how many instances get created, when they get created, how they get created, all based on logic and the API that Prism provides. Okay, and so as you can see, this, like, when we navigate in this view model, it doesn't know. We're just requesting navigation through regions using a key, and that key is in this case the name of the view, like view A. So when I click this button, we're navigating to view A. So I'm calling request navigate off the region manager. I'm saying, hey, content region, throw something called view A in there. It doesn't know what view A is. It just knows, oh, something called view A? Yeah, okay, yeah, I could do that. And it just so happens view A exists in this assembly over here. Okay, so that's what regions do. They're just a placeholder for content. And they allow you to swap content in and out at runtime dynamically. So it's a little different than a content view. This is actually a lot more involved. Okay. I do have concerns about this, though. Dan, and the reason is because we already have register view for navigation on the API, and the only difference here is that this is a view. This really doesn't help drive, what is the, let me open up Prism really quick. Prism Forms, ILC. Yeah, see, register for navigation. The only difference is this is a page, the other's a view. Okay, he said, see the comment above. The registers a blank for region navigation. Oh. What do you mean with the page? Unique name to register with the page? Don't you mean the view? Yeah, I don't know about this one, man, because the only difference is going to be you're strongly typing this. So if someone's... Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know about that. We might want to actually call that register for region navigation to eliminate any confusion in the API. Because having two methods named the exact same with the exact same arguments, the only difference being the restriction of the type of the generic, that is going to be confusing to me. I would, Milwaukee. Thank you for the follow. Ingilberto, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really leaning towards renaming that because that will be extremely confusing. And because what if someone doesn't know that they have to use a view and not like a page? What if they want to try to use a page? Right? So I think we should rename this. The region navigation. Because this is specific to region navigation. This is used nowhere else. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Because that's the only difference. Otherwise, this could be the exact same API. And this will help better guide people to a path of success just by using IntelliSense, right? Policio is saying, Dan says, I'm not a fan of having it be registered for region navigation. It doesn't align with WPF/Uno. Well, that's because this isn't WPF/Uno. And in WPF and Uno, you don't restrict the, navigation is the same. You only use region navigation in Uno. I mean, in WPF and Uno is only region navigation. But in Xamarin.Forms, it's page navigation, and then you have a separate concept of region navigation. Both require a different, and the term is escaping me right now, what this is called. Restriction, contract, what is the term for that? Someone help me here. Someone help me. What is the name of this restriction? There's a term, and it's escaping me. Right? We have this generic contract. It's type strong. I don't know. Constraint. Thank you, William. Constraint. Jeez, why couldn't I think of that? Thank you. Yes. With the only difference being a constraint. Yeah, I don't like that. Hold on. Let me scroll up, Dan. I might have missed your comment. Well, no, you can't. I'll say, so here's the thing, though. You can't do it that way to work for both. Because you want to drive people to know how to use the API. And if region navigation only supports views, page navigation only supports pages, you can't have the same name with, trying to use, what you call it, let me scroll up, a visual element. Because if you try to use a page for region navigation, it won't work. Right? It's broken. You won't know it until runtime. I would feel much more comfortable if this was for region navigation. This is a add-on to Prism for Xamarin.Forms. Xamarin.Forms is special. It's not going to be Uno and WPF. This is its own thing. I would not feel comfortable trying to use the same method unless you can get all page types and you can get the views to work with region navigation. If they both worked the same, that's different. If they don't both work the same, this has to be called register for region navigation. It is different. Xamarin.Forms is different. It's not going to be Maui, and it's not going to be WPF. But that would just be way too confusing. So Dan says, it's actually really easy. If someone tried to navigate to a view with a normal XF navigation, we could inject. And for regions, I can pull the content. But see, now we're adding so much more work. You could fix all of this just by changing the name instead of trying to modify our internals to say, well, if they have a view and they're trying to do page navigation, we'll wrap it in a content page. But if they're in a content page trying to do region navigation, we'll pull out the content, make it a view. Just rename it. Done. Register for region navigation. Done. Simple. I like my approach better because it's simple. And we don't have to touch other Prism code to make this work. Call it register for region navigation. And then people will know it has to be a view. Right when they go to call that method, if they have a page and they call register for region navigation, they're going to know right away, oh crap, I can't use that. It's not a view because the constraint is making it a view. So just rename it. It's fine. Be safe, be kind. Do Brian and Dan ever get on Discord, whatever, together while the one is streaming so both can talk? We have Slack. I have my Slack open in the other window. Plus, this is better because then everyone gets to see our conversation. Well, I wanted to try to get him like on my stream, like invite him onto the stream, and he would just be in another window, like over here, like over there. But I was busy last night and this morning with work. You know, my day job. I got one of those. I just didn't have time to set that up. I'm not set up for that right now. Right. So yeah, we'll just rename that. Slack. I should visit that. A browser source. It takes 2 minutes. Yeah, it takes 2 minutes. Okay, what else we have? Okay, register. Region registration extensions. Okay, yep. That's good. So this is that register region services to actually turn on the region functionality here. Right, so you added the region NuGet package to your project, and now you have turned on regions, and you've registered all the region services with that call right there. Let me look at this real quick. What is this? That's all content page. You see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't know which was a page and which was not a page. I don't know which one was page navigation and which one's going to work with region navigation. Right? So it should be... Boom. Done. Like that. Boop, boop. That looks better. Okay. So that's that. We're good with this. Oh, I viewed this already. Region resolver override. Harrison464, good to see you. Sorry, just joining. Is this to add region navigation to forms? Yes. Yes, Harrison. This is region navigation. This is the massive PR that Dan just submitted. Oh, God. This thing is huge. Hey, but look, we're 54 into 156 files reviewed. We're almost there. Not quite halfway through, but we'll get there. Okay, region resolver. Okay. This looks... I'm trying to remember WPF regions. Don't see anything that stands out there. Okay, don't care about that. Don't care about assembly info. I do like this right here though. I wish Uno had that. I really want that big time for Uno. That probably annoys me the most when I was playing with Uno. Okay, Resix. Don't care. Okay, so the carousel view region adapter. Oh yeah, this is the one that had to do some crazy freaking workarounds because of the carousel view sucky implementation. Let's see if we could find the comment here. Dan says, well, Uno could do it tomorrow if they wanted. It's UWP/WinUI that doesn't support it. And why they don't do it. Well, we'll need to talk to them. Where's your comment explaining the freaking crazy workaround you had to do? I thought you added that. Did you remove it? Or you had to like wrap things in a data template or something crazy like that? Oh, it's not in this file. Okay. Okay, so a region adapter. So I kind of explained what a region was, right? A region is a placeholder for content, okay? What a region adapter does is it's responsible for actually adapting the incoming view to that element acting as a region. And so, for example, the carousel view, if you scroll down, you look at your adapt, it's got to take that incoming view and it's got to add it to the collection. So which one is it? Oh, it's setting the item source for the region target. Well, that's weird. Can't just say .add item. That's one of the issues we're having with carousel. You couldn't just say add. But essentially, if you were to stack panel, you would say stack panel .children.add, right? If it was a tab control, you'd say tab control dot, I don't know what it is, and what is it in Xamarin.Forms? Is it children? It might be children. But instead of tabs, or in WPF it's tabs, tab control dot tabs dot add. That's all an adapter does. It takes the incoming view and it adds it to the element acting as a region host. Cat and Jack, do you have any go-to resources for getting started with C#? I'm coming from web, so a little prior knowledge. Oh man. I honestly don't. I've been using C# 20 years. That's a great, I should actually get a list, find a list just to have ready to hand out to people. Maybe Pluralsight might have some courses on that. Sorry, I could be more helpful. I've just been using it so long. Maybe I should start doing videos on basic C# stuff, right? For people learning. See, that's the one thing I struggle with. And why I don't really blog as much as I used to is things are easy to me, but they're only easy to me because I've been doing it for so long. What is easy to me might not be easy for you, right? And so I have trouble making that distinction. I just recently did a video on multiple interfaces, right? And interfaces having the same method name. You have two interfaces, and for some reason, they just happen to have the same method name. Well, to me, it's oh yeah, that's easy. You would do this. You would explicitly implement them. But I forget, not everyone knows how to do that. So I did a video on that, and I have to, try to reframe my thinking to where what's easy for me is definitely not easy for others. And I need to, right, I need to do that.
You love me. You really love
Ultramark,
me.
can I drop a link? Yeah, drop a link. Anything that helps, Ultramark. Anything that helps. So Dan's saying platform specifics. They are basically a bunch of attached properties that you can add on. Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, this adapter, I'm gonna call that viewed. Collection view adapter. Oh, this is okay. So I already know about this one. This one, collection view, kind of really has issues. So we're not going to include it in the initial pre-release. We'll leave it in source code to work on it, but it has some problems in general. Okay, so this is the content view. Content view should actually be pretty easy. We'll set the content property, I'm assuming. Yep, content property. Okay, and another thing that regions have is the concept of what's called activation. What's the active view? And so this becomes useful if you're in a tab control. Well, in Xamarin.Forms, it's the tabbed page, so it's not quite the same. But in WPF, Like, I could select a tab, and I know which tab is active in my view model. And so the region has an active views and just a normal views. And you can hook into the collection change and like control all that from code, right? So, but there's no real tab control in Xamarin.Forms, the page. Jax, I literally just watched the view injection thing. Was wondering if there was a cost to not deactivating views before activating them. I'm not sure, Jax, if I understand the question, but as long as you... All a deactivated view does is it removes it. So, for example, if it's a content view, all deactivating does is it will set the content view.content to null. I mean, and when you activate another view, you're setting the content view.content equal to that view. So, no, you're not... It's just call activate and you're fine. Activate the other view. It's going to do the same thing deactivate does. It's not a big deal. Okay, simple interface. Fine. Layout, view, region adapter. So man, that sucks that you have to use the item source. I mean, you can't just add items directly. That really blows. Because normally you would not do it this way at all. Especially the active views, because the active views do not necessarily represent the views in the region. Right? The views, you could have 10 views in a region, but maybe only one of them is active. So I'm not sure what this layout view really is supposed to do, Dan. Honestly. Are you want all the views or just the active ones? Because that's going to be different. Yeah, it's an all active region. But does it need to be? You only set the all active region or single active region if it needs to support being active. Things like tab control, right? That should probably be a region. If it's a list box, it should probably be an active region. Maybe. I don't know. If you're selecting things. But all active means every view in that region is active at the same time. Otherwise, this would just be a region. Right? So this just might be new region. So unless it has to support iActiveAware, you do not need to do the active at all. So I'll just ask some questions there. Like, an active region would be the carousel view. That would be an active one. It would be a single active one. Because on the carousel view, you always have one view active at a time. And the others are kind of hidden. Then you swipe, and then boom, you have another active view. So that's a single active... Actually, let me go back up to your region right quick. And let me make sure I... Was it carousel? Yeah, carousel. Hey, show me this one. Let's see. Where is it? Where's the single active? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is good. This is good right here. That's fine. That's fine. Whoa, what happened? Whoa. Hey, what happened here? No, it did not just do that to me. I hit the back button and I lost all my freaking checks. Or did I? Where am I? Okay, I'm confused now. That's E to E. I don't care about E to E. I totally confused myself. I should have never went to that file. Okay, so Dan says the layout view region adapter supports stack layout and flex layout. Yeah, stack layout would just be a region. It's not going to be an all active region. Because views in a stack layout don't need to support activation. You're not selecting them. What happened? Something strange happened here. This is a little... I could have swore I went through all these EDEs already. But the count up here is updating, which is confusing me even more. Check Slack. Check Slack. Add this browser source and Skype me. Ugh, fine. Okay. Oh, there's Dan. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add a browser source. Whoops. I'm gonna call this Dan. This is going to be here.
I'm gonna turn my mic down a little.
Okay, and then let me shrink down over there. Okay, let me get rid of this. Let me actually, I don't like you facing away from me. Wait, what the heck? What did I do? I said transform. Oh, center. I meant flip. Yeah, look at me when you talk to me. Okay, here we go. Dance over there. Hold on, hold on. Oh, you know what? Can I do this? Can I do a filter? Can I do a chroma key on you? I can! It's amazing!
You should be able to do a chroma key.
Yes! Yes! Okay, hold on. I'm having too much fun now. Let me fix your chroma key a little bit. What the? Don't call me on Skype. Okay, there. Why'd you call me on Skype? Oh, because you had the delay.
Well, I need to hear you real time, man.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, put Dan. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Of course, he makes himself bigger than me.
Hold on. There we go.
Now I'm backseat driving.
Let me flip him back. Oh, I got a little bigger.
You're such a nerd.
Okay, call me on Skype. Sorry. All right, can I wait? I don't know if I can hear you. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting echo now. Hold on, let me change my device. Freaking Skype. How do I change your device, Skype? Audio video setting.
Well,
you may hear me double if you're monitoring from OBS on that browser source.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not monitoring on that. But I want to take you to this. Okay, talk.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else can hear you though. That's the problem.
Well,
Oh,
your
what happened?
camera...
What happened?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what happened to your camera.
Oh, they can hear Dan. Okay, the Skype happened. The Skype took my camera.
Why did Skype take your camera? You're not even sharing your camera.
I know I'm not.
I'm
not.
Snapchat camera.
Okay. Hold on, I just gotta do a quick fix on this now. Because freaking Oh, so annoying. No property. Yeah, it broke my camera. Dan, you broke my camera.
Would you prefer? I mean, we can do Slack for audio for the two of us. That may not break your camera.
Hold on. That is annoying. So at least everyone says they can hear you. KRJX says they can hear you.
Yeah.
But oh, my camera.
The audio is fine, but your camera broke. Skype broke your camera.
Freaking Skype. And I'm not sharing my camera. That's the thing.
No, you're not.
Why would...
Well, should we try doing a Slack call instead of Skype?
Yes.
Maybe that'll... Yeah, okay. I'll call you back over there. All right, bye.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm quitting Skype. Now I'm trying to call... Okay. Can you hear me, Dan?
I can hear you. Try closing Skype now, since we're on Slack.
Okay, I did. I closed Skype. I'm hearing a little bit of echo, though. Now...
The echo is back.
The echo is back, for sure. And I think it's because... Is it the browser source? Oh, Makai says he doesn't hear it.
Yeah. Well, Mika says that there's no echo.
I hear you twice.
Echo. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Is that trolling if I do that?
This is
See, I just came in and
broke everything. You know what this means?
Yeah, I know what that means. I already get it.
Oh, okay. I gotta do something. I gotta do a quick fix for my video.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking A.
Stop using Snapchat?
I tried. It's like completely busted now.
You just have to stop using Snapchat like 12-year-old girl. Are we sure that your daughter didn't set that up for you?
Hey, leave her out of it.
She probably came in. She's like, Dad, you know what would be really cool?
Okay, I'm gonna try something else. Dude, Skype, man, I should have never opened Skype.
What if you change the source from your camera from Snapchat to your actual camera?
Yeah, I tried that. I can't even. I don't even have the option.
Yeah, I like KR Jackson's comment. I mean, my voice is probably not as good as Morgan Freeman. Oh, there we go.
I'm back. Okay, I am hearing an echo though. We almost got Dan in here. It's only taken 20 minutes.
That hadn't taken that long.
Okay.
You really like this backseat driver thing, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You're such a nerd.
Hold on. Maybe let me open up. It's probably coming from the Slack. Where is your? Let me change. Default communication. Oh, hold on. Okay, say something. Does anyone hear that? Does anyone hear an echo now?
Echo is fixed.
Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. We got it. Oh, I'm going to make you a little...
What is this? Now I'm supposed to be what, mini-me or something? So rude to your stream guest, man.
Hey, okay, I'll put you back, but I don't want to hear no backseat coding. I don't want to hear no backseat coding. Okay.
Leaves me all small.
Oh, actually, I do got to flip you back because your freaking monkey's in the way. Okay, there. All right, I think we're good.
Here.
I think we're good.
Is that good? I don't know. Hold on. Is it still not? Yeah. There we go. Be like, monkey with the pirate with the monkey or whatever.
Okay, everyone, I think we got it. Finally. Finally.
Now you know how to have a guest. It's not that hard. Add a browser source. You're done.
Actually, apparently it is hard because you totally crashed my camera. You had echo in the audio. Nothing would work. So yeah, it's not 2 minutes. Add a browser source. It's 2 minutes, Dan says. As a browser source. It's just a browser source.
You got me in really quick. I mean, it was probably 30 seconds for you to add my camera and my audio. It's not my fault that your camera broke.
It is your fault. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I know something happened on my screen. Like all my view got lost.
Yeah, that was a very weird I don't know what's going on with that viewed thing.
So I got to.
I have a feeling that the count by the time you get down to where you were is going to be more than 156.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now it's a false sense of completion. Okay. Got it. Yeah, got it. Region adapter base.
Yeah. So I was saying though in chat. So the carousel view adapter, so it's binding, or it should be bound to the views, like all of the views, but we only have a single active view in that region, and so that would be whatever the currently displayed view happens to be. And then for the layout view, that stuff that's handling like the flex layout, that's handling the what do you call it? So the flex layout and the stack layout. So those were the two that are kind of covered on that one. Technically grid is there, but like if you look at my notes on the PR, I say that you really need a custom adapter for that because we're not handling your rows or anything. But
yeah. So if this layout one should definitely not be an active region at all. It should just be a region. Okay. But these are all.
So you just want to bind to like all of the views in the region on that then, and don't worry about active or anything else.
It's just a layout. It just lays out. Remember, active is all about selection.
Okay.
So if you're not selecting anything, nothing's active.
All right. I was thinking of active as like what's viewed. But no, makes sense.
Yeah, active is just selection.
Sure.
Okay. Region adapter base, region adapter mappings. This looks pretty standard, actually. I like this register or replace mapping. Okay. Get mapping.
Yeah, and then I kept that that internal for register default, so that way, if somebody didn't register anything for a control, then we go ahead and add it.
Yeah. Okay, so then region item source template. Okay, this is okay. Is this what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with the carousel view and so in discussing with Pureween, it is best to provide a content view and provide a simple binding of the binding context to the content property. The Xamarin.Forms layout engine may reuse the template provided and change out the binding context for memory optimization. Yeah, see, they should not be doing that crap. If I set a binding context on something, that should be its binding context. They'll go changing it out on me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's not really designed for you to be providing an item source that is like the visual element that you're going to see or the view that you're going to see. They're thinking normally, like the way that all of that was designed was that you're binding an item source of something, and then you have a view inside like a template that you want to swap out your binding context. So it was like designed in a very opinionated way. So we're kind of having to change that out.
Okay, I gotta change.
We're kind of work around it.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta do something to your video. I'm sorry. You facing the other way just really bothers
Bugs
me.
you?
Yeah. So I'm basically just gonna crop.
Here, I'll just do this. Just do this. I can move it on.
Go back to the
other
side. Go back to the side. Go back to the side. There you go. Hold on. Wait, is it right? No. Is it left? I think it's left. Oh, okay. Yes, left. Hold on. I am simply going to cut your mic out.
Oh, here, I can just back the mic off a little bit.
There. Now we're talking.
Okay. So
now,
I'll keep the mic out of the frame, and then that way you don't see it.
Now, see, we're facing each other. High five. Okay. Yeah, so, basically, they designed that control to not support anything except a data binding.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. It's a freaking carousel view. It should take a data binding, and I should be able to define my content views and markup.
Oh, I agree. So
that's a poorly designed control.
Yeah, I mean, the really annoying thing was because they have this funky API on there, and they couldn't even just go normal and say add child or whatever. So that it's like add logical child or some nonsense like that. And then you can add a visual element to it. But the way that they did it was so, I don't know, it basically doesn't work. So when I tried using that API, the entire page rendered just as a white screen. Like it broke the entire page.
Wonderful.
Like not even just the control, the entire page.
Yeah, so okay, scroll viewer. Yeah, this probably needs to just be a region. Okay, all active region, yep. Deactivate.
Well, I would think that we want a single active region, though, for something like that, right? So whatever region happens to be active would be the
view.
The one that, whatever view is active is what you would see in the scroll view region.
Nope, you're not selecting it. Remember, activation is about selection. That's where the iActiveAware interface comes in.
All right.
So iActiveAware ties to active region. So that's what those map together like that.
All right.
So if you don't need to support iActiveAware, you don't need a active region.
Okay.
Okay. Auto populate. Oh yeah, this is a fun one. Just gonna scroll through this. All right. Binding region context to visual element behavior. Oh, what's this do? This is new. Set context to views. Oh, this is that observable object. This is the region context I was talking about. This is actually a feature I don't think we're gonna need in Xamarin.Forms. I've actually never had to use this personally in WPF either.
I remember I had to actually add that one. I just don't remember why. I mean, keep in mind I started this PR 4 months ago.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep a mental note to revisit the region context stuff because I'm not sure we need it in Xamarin.Forms.
Yeah, basically everything about that observable object I'd like to try to remove, and I might do that before we actually release the quote unquote stable version. But for now, I don't want to deal with it.
So behavior that removes region manager attached property of all the views in a region once the region manager of the region becomes null. Okay. Does WPF have something like this, or is this a unique?
I believe it does.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've been in that code. Trust me, the region code, I do not like to touch the region code. That stuff is woo.
Well, I mean, how many times did I ping you on Slack this is hurting my head?
Yeah. Juju, quick question. I can't find it. What are C# / comments called? These / comments right here?
Yeah. I think it's just like Xdocs or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just Xdoc. XML documentation, yeah.
No.
So, XML documentation, but I always refer to it as Xdocs because I don't want to say XML.
Well, yeah, it's because we're lazy. I know I am.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just XML documentation. Okay, delayed. Okay, I know what this is about. This actually might have some problems. This one right here.
That one was like very required. As I recall, like, because we have to make sure that the region element got parented before we go and do all of the stuff we need to do.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember, but the register view with region, I think it relies on this. So we might have to look into that because I tested that and the register view with the region's not working, even though I'm not a big fan of that.
I basically took the philosophy that this idea that you should new up some view and then go and add it to the region manager or a particular region is just asinine, and I don't want to support it for Xamarin.Forms. So I know it's there for WPF, but too bad, so sad. I want you to use dependency injection and register your view.
Yeah, hold on. I think I have a... Here we go. Too bad. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, sadly, in order for me not to get like the whole feedback thing, I had to turn off the stream, so I didn't hear it. But I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it went wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. I know what this is. I make use of that in WPF. Region behavior. Yep, looks good. Region behavior collection. Love interfaces. Pains key. Yep. This isn't so bad. Look, we're almost at 156.
We're gonna be at like 160 out of 156 before long. Did I say that out loud?
But look at the freaking scroll bar we're on. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you're like this much and it's still at the top is hilarious.
Oh, it's a little disheartening. Okay, yep. Man, I swear, I really don't like that lambda expression for method bodies.
I love it.
I almost scrolled right past it. Okay. See, almost scrolled past that too.
You know, most of this is really, you know, a carbon copy of what came from WPF. Like I literally started by taking the WPF regions folder and dropping it in the Prism Forum region project.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it looks familiar. Ali was saying, was this an epic or a task? I don't even know what that means.
I would say that this goes beyond epic. Like whatever is like bigger than an epic.
Yeah, see, at least you put this on a second line so I can kind of catch the body.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a what were we thinking?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, this was a pretty aggressive task you took on. Even though you were taking what was already in WPF and modifying, regions in general are a pretty advanced implementation in the code.
Like I know Prism really darn well, and it hurt my head to do it. Like it would have hurt your head if you were doing this because it's crazy.
Yeah,
like how much goes into it. Regions, I'm pretty sure that region DLL is actually bigger than Prism Forms.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, the brainchild of the regions was actually Carl Schifflet. Very good friend of mine. He was the product manager of the region feature way back in the day.
I didn't know that. I know he used to work with you at Infragistics, as I recall.
Yeah, actually, I've worked with Carl at Infragistics, a place called GMC, which is Gale Manufacturing Company, and I worked with them on the PNP team at Microsoft for Prism. So I've known him for freaking I don't even know how 20 years now. Really good friend of mine.
And he did a lot of the code for AppMap as well, as I recall, didn't he?
I did the code for AppMap. He did a lot of improvements on the AppMap. What he did do was he did the toolbox.
Yeah.
And
he did the control like the POC or something, and then he kind of like took it across he finished it off or something, right?
Yeah, but he did the control configurators too.
Yeah. Smart dude.
Freaking genius. That dude's so smart. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, people look at me like, dude, you're just scrolling through it. Are you even reading that thing? Like, yes, I'm actually reading it. I have been in this code base for, since 2008.
You're skimming it enough to know like what's there and what does. Now, I'm sure a lot of code comments and stuff I didn't go through in detail, and we'll catch that in time, and that's okay. For this initial hump, it's like, let's get something out that, we have working bits that people can play with.
Yep. And you checked in your latest stuff, right? I saw those latest commits come through.
Yeah, so the latest bits took out the collection view as a mapped adapter, because there's all kinds of problems with that one. Including a hard crash from the Xamarin iOS renderer.
Maybe one concern I might have, we have to run through this to verify, is I'm not seeing any unhooks from this property changed here. Let's look into this.
I believe it was the same in what do you call it? In WPF. This was like one of the things I was always kind of concerned about there too. It was the memory leak issue. So I'm not sure how we want to handle that.
Yeah, well, let's just do some research. It's not an actionable item. Just a little bit of research. Yeah, we're doing it again here too. But
yeah, that actually. Yeah, that came from WPF.
Oh wait, hold on. That's an event handler that's being hooked in. Never mind. Ignore that. That's good. That makes sense. Yep, iActive region. iNavigation service aware. Internal, thank you. Okay. Interface. And yeah, it looks like he removed some of the WPF specific stuff off this iRegion thing.
Yeah, and then like one of the other things too, if you look at WPF, so like some of these methods, you see that it's a visual element that it's looking for, but actually in WPF it's just an object, so you don't even know what the hell you're passing it.
Yeah. Okay, region manager. This is gonna do it all right here. That's the king of region navigation right there.
Yeah. Now this is another thing I would say we probably want to add a task for WPF to try to simplify it down similar to this, because there were some really crazy things going on. Like basically it comes down to like this one or two request navigates that are on there.
Yep.
And the rest should be extension methods, but you had like this crazy mix of some of it was actually implemented on the region manager, and then some of them were extensions. And so that's some cleanup that we need to look at at some point for WPF.
Yeah, like I said,
it really makes your head hurt. No, I understand. This made my head hurt too.
That code. Especially like WPF, it's so mature and it's been out there since I think 2008. I mean, freaking.
Oh, for sure.
How many years? 12 years? How many years is that?
12. Well, if it was 2008, it would be 12 years. Yeah.
I've used collection. Yep. Yeah, I really don't like how they did the iMetadata either.
Yeah.
That's a brain. That'll mess you up right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I confirm navigation request. I journal aware. That's a newer WPF feature, actually. That was actually a PR from the community, but I found out it was implemented a little wrong, so I had to fix it. But the bulk of the work was there, which was great. My navigation context, yep, parameters, navigation service, URI. That's the same. That's the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
Region aware. Yeah, this is exactly like WPF.
I tried to keep it as similar as I could. There are some minor changes, but for the most part, it's the same.
Hey, according to this counter, we only have 4 more files to go.
Somebody broke the JavaScript.
Yeah, all I did was hit the back button.
You know what it is they use JavaScript instead of TypeScript. Well.
Yep, probably. Let's see what happens when we actually get past this here. Okay, RJX, that last file must have been a doozy.
Right. This is awesome. I love it.
Okay, this looks all good.
I mean, this is just basically the same interface as what you had in WPF.
Navigate. Yeah, this looks almost like identical, actually. Okay, load. Good old content loaders. Gotta love these things. I have a Pluralsight course on how to create a custom content loader to add navigation support to tab controls.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
So, now it's to infinity and beyond.
Yeah. 156 and beyond. Boom! Oh, it didn't increment. It didn't count again.
Oh, that's too funny. Hold on. You know what? Stay there for a second. I gotta get my screen capture going.
Why? What'd you do?
Because I gotta tweet that out. That's hilarious that you got this 156 out of 156, but clearly there are unviewed items on the screen.
This. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
We probably have 50 more than what this thing says.
Probably.
Yeah, this is almost identical to WPF. Here's our region navigation journal. Oh yeah, this code looks familiar. Yeah, this was that persistent history feature I had to fix. They had the logic wrong. Okay. Oh, we got all the... Oh, okay. What's this? Load diff? What happened? It straight up won't even...
If you click on load diff, will it do it?
Let's find out. I'm scared. I'm scared to click this button.
I wonder, what if you just hit refresh?
Oh, God. Are you kidding me? You want me to hit refresh? If we hit refresh, I'm just merging. I'll call it good.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, now I gotta do 2 clicks. This sucks. Navigation result. This is pretty self-explanatory. Region navigation service. This is actually instance-based. Each region gets its own region navigation service. Where is... Okay, nope, that's right.
Yeah, and then the other nice thing is the way that I've implemented regions, you should actually be able to inject the iNavigation service that everybody knows and loves in Prism for Xamarin.Forms into your view that you are loading into some region. So you could actually navigate pages of your app from this view in a region.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So Deflux K, how would I determine what page I'm on in Xamarin?
Magic.
Well, it depends on what you mean, determine what page you're on. Mostly you would know what state you're dealing with in your view model. You could use the navigation service.getURI, get navigation URI. That will tell you the current navigation path that you have, the current navigation stack that you have created up to that point. So it will give you the last page that you're on. It really just depends on what you're trying to do.
You know, I still kind of feel we should maybe look at doing something like a iNavigation state that's a singleton that could be passed into the navigation service, and then each navigation service can kind of tell it what's going on. That'd be kind of nice to have like a global handler like that.
No.
Because then you could handle errors globally too.
No.
Sorry, we'll get you there eventually, Brian.
No, you won't.
I've heard that before.
When one person meets another,
What's that? DLBST.
come
Thank you for
together.
the follow.
Oh,
KR Jack says,
they
I
are
remember that
many.
from CSCI. When it doesn't work, make it global. Exactly. Or static.
Well, see, this is why I'm saying like an interface that you can inject into the navigation service, because I don't want a damn static.
If we want to expose some way to handle all navigation issues globally, just inject the event aggregator into the navigation service, and it can fire off a known event that people can subscribe to in one location and get the error. Done. Don't have to pass anything in.
Not opposed to that.
Like, oh, you want to know about navigation errors in one location? Just subscribe to the navigation error event.
Well, just be like a navigation event, and then you get back your, whatever you were doing.
Yeah, because we already give the error in the result of the navigation, so they can always do that themselves with a little abstraction.
Well, we could build something pretty easy, I feel, into Prism itself, like into the navigation service. It'd be easier for us to do it, and then it's just there, and it's up to you to hook into it.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to support scoped regions in Prism for Xamarin.Forms?
To be determined.
Because right now, it looks like you're wanting to. That's a whole nother freaking Pandora's box.
Well, this was a this was just a copy. Remember, trying to keep it as close to the original API as possible.
You probably aren't. Well, you might want to support the view sort hint attributes. Maybe.
Well, like I said, I tried to keep it as close as possible. So why reinvent the wheel? That's why I literally started with what WPF had and then changed the relevant namespaces and types that I had to.
Yeah, it's just these some of these attributes only apply to a specific catalog type. So, for example, app.config or directory module catalog, right? These attributes would only work in that scenario.
Sure.
So we'll revisit that and remove the attributes that aren't applicable to Xamarin.Forms. Okay. This should be a pretty straightforward class here. Yeah, I almost missed this. I just hard for me to read when I'm scrolling. Because my eyes have been trained over all these years of looking for specific patterns in code. That always messes with me.
Teaching you new things. Well, I like to mess with you. I mean, that's just fun.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, here's that region context I'm not sure we need.
Yeah. We can kind of mark that as a investigation item.
Yeah. This should be easy. Yeah, single active region. Oh, this is easy. Okay, that's easy too. Hey, I think I'm getting close.
The last 50 are a doozy. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you've tried debugging this views collection, but because of the way they do the events and this metadata stuff, like, it sucks trying to debug this. Oh, man. Hate debugging that dang thing. FTB lag. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Change.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm fairly impressed my liver stayed intact through this whole process.
Cryptic Dream says you should just leave a comment just for the heck of it. Notify. Yeah. This was I am scared of this class. Region Manager. Cryptic Dreams. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so the region manager in WPF, in addition to everything else that it's got going on, you also have all the kind of attached properties there. And so I pulled just see you dancing.
What were you saying? What were you saying, Dan? I didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Well, when do you
Micah,
ever...
thank you for the subscription, my friend.
Being danced all over. There's that subscription. All right. Anyway, so the region manager in WPF has a lot of attached properties in addition to everything else you have going on there. And so I just kind of pulled that out because it's very XAML specific in its nature. So all of the attached properties and supporting methods are now in this region manager in the XAML namespace, leaving the region manager in the regions namespace just focused on doing what it needs to do.
Okay. Long as it works.
It does.
Page utilities. Oh, that was easy. Because that was just modifying a little bit of modification to what we already have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, it's looking really good, Dan. You did a great job, man.
Thank you.
Especially for just jumping in it head first. Just you're a brave man.
This is the removal of the partial view stuff that was added in Prism 7.1 or 2. I don't remember.
Yeah, instead of marking obsolete, you just remove the damn thing.
I did. So, and the funny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we marked it obsolete for the first preview. So this isn't even, I mean, sadly, it's not even obsolete in the in Prism 7.2, but it's obsolete. Like, it's just out. It's gone. Yeah. It's like, you want this? Go install the regions package.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. People are like, oh, you shouldn't do that to people. You know what? We do what we can with our spare time, and this is just easy for us.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, there are certain things where, you know, we've incremented the major version, and that should be an indicator to you when you see a package change a major version number, that there's probably going to be some breaking changes in that. So I don't feel bad.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we added a new interface. It's down here called iParameters, which does the IEnumerable. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it just wraps that, makes it easier. So for WPF and for forms, everywhere where we're doing these parameters, we just, you know, say iParameters and we're done. We have what we need. Honestly, I really want to get rid of that stupid legacy thing, because I still see people doing it too, where
you can't get rid of this
with the key. I'm like,
yeah,
like, guys, stop using it. Use the generic, like, get value. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
And everybody's always like, oh, well, if it's this, and I'm like, we already have a method that does that for you, people.
Yeah, no, we can never get rid of that. Sorry. There's too many WPF apps that are using that. Way too many.
How many of them are paying you?
True. And which is sad, because, you know, we're approaching, we might already have passed 14 million downloads. I'm not sure. We get like 5,000 a day. But our framework is used in the top 100 companies in the world. We're talking financial institutions and oil and gas and, you know, finance, freaking health and safety and infrastructure.
Yeah, as I recall, there's like 911 software that uses it or something, isn't there?
Julio! Thank you, my friend! However, having said that, none of them step up to even contribute to the project, let alone support us financially, you know, to help maintain and ensure the continuing of the platform that they depend on.
Yeah. I mean, the only people that have really stepped up, I would say, and this is more recent, but really would be the Uno team, right? Like, I mean...
Uno, yeah. They're the only ones that have stepped up that I can remember in recent history. Okay, so not including our great sponsors, our great GitHub sponsors. That's true. You know, they give as much as they can individually. You know, it may not seem a lot, like, oh, $5 a month. That doesn't seem like a lot. To us, it really means a lot. It really does.
That's true.
And it goes a long way. Okay, so you did make a change to the Prism application base here on the configure view model locator. I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay. I see now. This is the removal of the get auto wire. That's what that's doing.
When one person
so this does a couple things where, first of all, we're getting rid of that partial view stuff, and then it changes it ever so slightly to be able to handle the regions in a very, very decoupled way.
Okay, perfect. 2323, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Man, I think we're reaching... dude, I'm getting excited. I can almost see.
You can almost see the end?
I can almost see the end. Okay, no, I like what we're doing here. I don't know why you felt the need to remove the is equals null.
you know what it was I was getting a IntelliSense like, you should do this. I'm like, whatever, if it makes you go away.
Like, that doesn't do anything.
No, it really doesn't. You know, I mean, if you decompiled it, that you would see string equals null, but whatever.
Okay. That looks the same.
Yeah, so that weak delegate manager, that's right from WPF.
It looked like the exact same. Looks like you added it to no, it was in core.
No, it was in WPF. I added it to core. So I moved it from WPF to core.
Okay. Is it under? Should it be under events?
That's where it was in WPF.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder why we didn't put it there.
Don't know.
Oh, because no one else needed it at the time. That's why.
Yeah, I mean it was only being used by regions, so
yeah. Okay. So actually, if you made that move, did you update Uno?
There's no reason to, because that was part of like all their pattern matching of bringing.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Because I know they linked some files to make changes, or I was kind of looking at the source. It was kind of a mixture of both.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of what I've done for the region. So, I mean, there are a lot of things that I had to pull over and maybe, I mean, if I spent a little bit more time, I could pull some of that out and link more in from WPF. But for the most part, it is what it is. Yeah. That's just a little bit of updating on pattern matching.
Yeah, I see that. I'm still trying to get used to this. I've been writing if statements for so long a certain way. It's like I'm slowly getting this, though. I'm getting it.
Oh God, that is so nice. I mean,
don't get me wrong. Like natural.
Don't get me wrong. When you decompile, your DLL and you actually look at it, that's the code that I just removed is what it decompiles to.
Yeah, so for those of you that may or may not know, let's just in case there are people who don't know it. So before, if you wanted to check if something was null or a value, then you would cast it. You'd say, var some object equals, I don't know, instance as my object, right? And then you would check if obj, right, is not equal null or something like that. And then you would do your if statement, right? Well, what's cool is you no longer have to do that. You could just simply say, if instance is my object obj, and now you can just do obj.property equals, right? Like, it's a lot cleaner. It's it's one of the few that I actually really like.
Yeah, as I've started doing more and more like IL manipulation for Prism Magician, which, by the way, makes my head hurt. So I'm sitting here decompiling stuff, and it's really interesting to see some of the elegant code that you write and then what it kind of goes down to.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Darth Coder says they use Prism because it's so freaking awesome. I agree. I agree. And he says that it's also used by the UK government, no less.
Probably by MI6. We all know it's used by MI6. James Bond is sitting there. That's what powers his Aston Martin.
Yeah, you couldn't just keep it like, come on. Really? Where? Oh man, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. This should be easy. This should just
yeah. Yep.
This looks like. Yeah, you're just cleaning stuff up.
Yeah, as I was going through, it was kind of irritating me the blank space at the top of these classes. It's kind of like I'm anal that way. It annoyed me.
Yeah, I see you making me nervous. I see that. What are you changing in WPF? Like, why are you making me nervous? Like, oh, okay, I see what.
Yeah, like that behaviors, you have a private setter, but it was only ever set once in the constructor. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind, this code base is very old.
Yeah, these are just tiny tweaks.
Oh, yay, thanks for fixing that. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's cleaned up. I like that. I just never took the time to do that.
Well, I was in the code anyway.
Yeah. Sweet. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah, I mean, if we're on the WPF stuff, which is mostly this like remove blank lines and, you know, maybe update a little syntax.
Yeah, so fixed updated links. These are dead. We should probably just remove those.
Well, we gotta find like, yeah, if you want to remove them all together, I'm fine with that too. But that link is definitely dead.
Yeah. So Ali asks, why do people use so many extra this in C#? I hate that.
You know, the funny thing is when you decompile, everything is this dot. Everything.
Yeah, I that's a great question. I can't stand using this. I think it goes back to the old school, you know, having to know what instance you're in. Like things like this, for example. Well, not even like that, because that's the same. For example, if the incoming parameter name was the same as your property name, you'd have to specify the instance property versus the incoming value, right? The incoming parameter. But yeah, I mean, that's just something you did old school. Like, that's the old school way. Yeah, I don't like this.
We're new school, so we're
new school. I like to think I'm new school.
Except you dislike the Lambda stuff, but yeah. Or the expression, I should say.
Jokes949 says, what does Prism do? And Micah provides a good link. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like this. Removing 105. We're cool kids. We don't use this. That's right.
Look, I may not have added any tests in this PR, but I did remove some.
Yeah, you're right here. You're removing it. Oh, right here. Removing from tests. All right. You know what? What's this? Did I miss this one? No, this looks good. I thought I saw this one.
I think you just click.
I just made a comment.
Oh, that's what it is.
So, although I had a couple comments, nothing in here was like blatantly let's not merge it. I'm gonna approve this.
Okay.
And we have basically a couple of action items. One, change the regions where they should just be regions, not active regions.
Okay.
And then rename the register for navigation to register for region navigation. Just make that easy. And then we have some to-dos that we already have marked in there, like the observable object crap.
Well, that's easy. I can get that updated pretty quick.
All right. Well, dude, I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. And there we go.
Nice.
We are merging. Congratulations, Dan, on that massive freaking PR.
Love it.
You did it. Oh, I'm gonna delete your branch too. You don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind.
Boom. I like to keep my branches clean. Can't help it.
I don't blame you.
Merged. Hold on. We got to do something. We got to support. Hold on. I got to tweet this out. We got to tweet this. This is a momentous occasion.
Dude, it literally was the oldest PR that we had for Prism. I mean, it was opened more than 3 years ago.
It has happened. Region support.
It does help if you spell region correctly. Just saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Region support for Prism. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. I got to do my hashtags. Prism lib for Xamarin.Forms has been merged. Thank you, Dan. Here's the PR link. And we need a GIF. We need a GIF of excitement, party, celebration. If I can spell something, celebration. What do we want to do?
I don't know. Mika says, so for the new guys, is there documentation or a video to help us understand regions? There is a course on Pluralsight that Brian just did for regions for WPF. Most of the concepts are going to be the same, but there are some things that are, Xamarin specific versus WPF, that are platform, I should say.
Yeah, so I just put a link in the chat for this course, and there's an entire understanding regions. There's modules. This actually applies to Xamarin.Forms as well.
Yep.
View composition, navigation, region navigation. This is the big one right here. And getting more out of your navigation. These two that Dan's head is covering up. Thank you. These two down here. Okay, you're good. They cover region navigation, and they'll help you out.
I'm kind of a jerk, so I'll probably be doing something like that for regions for Xamarin.Forms, but on YouTube because I'm too lazy to do Pluralsight. So
Yeah, and actually, Pluralsight just came back to me about my my custom controls, my WPF custom controls course. They're wanting me to update it, and I'm like, oh god. That takes so long, and they want it done by December, or they're just gonna drop the course. So I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can make that. Like December's a long time away, but these courses take a ton of time, right? It's like it's
not especially when it's a full-on course. It takes a long time.
Yeah, especially with their process, because you got to do this whole first, you got to write this 12-page document about the layout of how you're going to record it and what it's going to talk about. Then you do all these stupid questions. You got to do the recording, the editing, the audio, the fixing, the slides, all that crap. And in your spare time, which me and Dan hardly have any freaking spare time as it is. Right?
It's true.
Hey, Dan, put your YouTube into the chat, please. Mike is asking for your YouTube. I also have some YouTube channels as well. Or channels. I have a YouTube channel as well that I haven't had a ton of time to talk about Prism. We'll pause that. But I do have a number of videos on various aspects of Prism that you can check out at your leisure. Hair Jack says, Brian, your recent short videos are amazing. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. I like them short because they don't take as long to record. Yeah. I could try to knock it out real quick, but I find myself what I'm doing is I'll record the video really quick, but I don't really pay attention to the perfect exact way you should do things. I define a property. Someone says, "Oh, that should be a read-only property." I'm like, well, yeah, but it's a demo, and I'm just writing code and talking fast. I'm not paying attention to every line of code I'm writing here.
I like your chalkboard look on your little image there better, by the way.
Oh, you like this one better?
Yeah. I like the chalkboard look more than the plain look. But that's me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was tough because
to me that one stands out more. I feel like everybody is doing this plain Jane, big bold font. If I'm looking through at the thumbnails, something that's a little bit different where you got that creative chalkboard look and the chalk font, that would stand out more to me.
Yeah, but look, it doesn't. It's kind of a darker color, so when you scroll down, it does kind of blend in with the other thumbs, right? And so I was playing around with these freaking colors, so explicit interface. I'm just gonna search for explicit interface. But look, the green jumps out a lot more, the brighter green, right? That's really the reason I did that. Is I just wanted it to be more in your face,
Yeah. Now I would say that coding tutorials, I like his style better where it's actually a picture of him rather than Brian's avatar. You should do funny stuff like that.
Oh, so okay, I know what you're talking about. So
you should.
So I did a video the other day.
Take a picture in front of your green screen, and then chroma key it out, and that
one right there.
Yeah, that one. I like that. That free weekend one. I like that. I think that looks better.
Yeah, it's because I didn't have time. I didn't have time to it's just really quick. Look, it's a minute. I didn't even. That was one shot recording. I didn't edit that thing at all. I just recorded it, slapped it up there, put I needed a thumbnail. I was like, what am I gonna do? Oh, okay. And called it good. It literally took like 10 minutes to do that video.
Yeah, but I think that's probably one of your best thumbnails. To be honest.
Well, I gotta play with my thumbnails. I gotta keep messing around, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. What does everyone watching think? Because, you know, right now my avatar is kind of like my thing. I put my head on the bodies of different characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if people
they're all
see
quiet on this subject.
I know they don't want to say anything.
They're sitting here going, okay, where's the build for the region thing? Like, I want to play with these bits now.
Yeah, KR Jack says, I know everyone does the real pictures. I personally like the avatar. Oh, see, vote for the avatar.
All right.
KR Jax, vote for. Ooh, I should do a poll. Let's do a poll.
Yeah, you should do a Twitter poll. Do a Twitter poll. Well, you could do a Twitch poll too, but
let's do hold on. How do I do a Twitch poll? No, that's not it. I don't even know how to use freaking Twitch. How sad is that? Oh, that's settings. I don't want settings. Oh, KRJX, but I'm not an internets person. I don't even have Instagram. Yeah, I don't know how to do a poll. I did it once, but I don't remember how.
Let me see here. I had to go over to mod view here. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think it'll let me as the mod do it.
Users in chat. No, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well. Hey, if you like the avatar, say avatar to chat. If you want to see more, maybe I should do the thumbnails with just my stupid face on it. I could start playing around with that too, right? I'm like, whatever, doesn't matter. But then you have to think of all the different types of poses for like all the videos I do. Like I do 2 videos a week right now, and I don't want to have to like.
Well, I'm not saying you got to do like one for every single video, but like you have like these different ones. Like you have like the school one, right, where you're carrying the books. Like you could do one for that. You have like this other one, like the introduction to Pluralsight, right? You could do one for that.
Yeah,
it's just like where you're changing like the base template for your thumbnail. You could do a different one.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'd have to dress up as like a little school kid with all my books, holding it like this. Yeah. So I got 1 vote for avatar. I got 2 votes for my stupid face. KR Jack says, do the pictures with the Spartan mask on.
See, that would be another one. So yeah, that would be a good one for the Twitch archives, right? Like you've got the Spartan mask and the headphones.
All right, yeah, maybe I should rebrand, right? Maybe I should rebrand a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. I'll see. That takes work and time, though. I have to like think of it like a new header. Then, like, I don't know.
No, you could keep that. You could keep that.
I guess. Huh. Micah says, I agree with the Spartan. Yeah, do the Spartan helmet for my Twitch archive one.
At the very least, you should do the Spartan one for the Twitch archive, because that would just be funny.
Yeah, and so KR Jackson is asking, Dan, do you have an avatar too? Is it the same artist?
Yes, it is the same artist.
Yep, Reverend Geek. Yep. So actually, I have another video coming out on Monday. More about enums, on localizing enums. So that's going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, that should be a good one for sure.
That was a little harder to record because it's like, man, there's more steps to do that, to actually localize an enumeration, not the value, but first you have to have a way to display text, long text to represent that value.
Yeah, because I mean, like humanized text, right? So,
yes.
Because all an enum really is just like 0, 1, 2, 3. It's just a numeric value, and then they make it easier for developers to give it some sort of string value. But yeah, no, localization of enums is a fun topic.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways to do it. You could wrap them in an object, right, and to provide a text, and then have the enum as a value or something. Mm-hmm. But the approach I did is I just used some attributes in a type converter to get mine to work. So
Well, as I recall, was the like system, whatever, the annotations, like
component model, system not component model.
Yeah, the component model annotations. There are actually, I think you can do like description or something on the enum value, and you can pass in, you know, a resource manager, like say, okay, here's my, you know, here's my regex that I'm using.
That's not built in.
It is in certain places, which is really weird.
The attribute is built in, but you can't just add the attribute and then have it work.
You know, from what I've seen, like in web, I've seen that where you can do the regex, but like in Xamarin, for whatever reason, you can't. So that, like, there are some weird things. You could always just add your own attribute and support it that way too.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just wound up doing that. But you know what, Dan? I think that's the stream. I think I need to find somebody to raid. We got to find somebody. What do we got? See, Code Rush, Microsoft Developer
is on. Bald Bearded is on.
Yeah.
Codephobia is on.
Oh yeah, Codephobia down here. What's Codephobia working on? Angular native script, Go, Scully, NGRX. Let's do Codephobia. Let's do that. All right, so it's what, /raid Codephobia. That's right.
Yep.
All right, everyone. That's it. That wraps this stream up. I want to thank everyone for joining me today and watching me review this freaking massive PR that Dan submitted for Regions.
Thank you, KR Jax. Thank you.
But good job, man. You did a good job. You jumped head first right into it. You weren't even scared a little bit. I was scared to death. Like, I ain't doing that. You can do it if you want it. I ain't doing that crap. I've been in that code. I don't want to touch that code again. So yeah, great job, man. Thanks for joining me on the stream. We should actually do this more often.
For sure. I think it was fun.
Yeah, I just gotta have a better setup so I'm better prepared next time, right?
Well, you're basically set up now, so there you go. We just got to make sure your camera doesn't freak out.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you all. Love you all. I know you could spend your time doing anything else right now, but you chose to spend it with me and Dan today, and we greatly appreciate that. So go try out the new nightly build on MyGit for the region behaviors, because that should be out there, right? Because we have CI/CD and all that should be built, right?
A half hour, 40 minutes after the merge, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's a long build now.
So go have some lunch, or get a snack, then try out the CI build for region support. All right, later. I think we're still live. I don't know. It rated automatically.
It rated. I think you were still talking, and then it rated. I don't know.
It did. Why did it do that?
I don't know. I think maybe there's like a timeout before it just raids automatically. Awesome. Dude, I can't believe you merged that so quick, actually. Well,